Hello, everyone.
Hello, wonderful people! It is Monday. It is 6 p.m. Pacific. That means it is time for another episode of the Mind of a Barca. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're keeping well. Social distancing, hydrating, all of that nonsense. I'm actually pretty excited, so I'm just going to jump straight in. We are going to go ahead and just quickly touch on our sponsors here. We have some fantastic folks that help keep the channel running. First of all is our wonderful folks at Grindin' Coffee. They are an LGBT plus black-owned business who have a Kickstarter currently up in order to help them, one, grow as a business, and two, keep supplying you with fantastic coffee. The Mexican blend especially is one of my favorites. It's like chocolate, vanilla, and something else, and it's just amazing. They have fantastic selections of various different kinds of coffees, different kinds of roasts, as well as different flavors. And if you're not entirely sure what takes your fancy, they also have sample packs as well. They're fantastic. They support a whole bunch of other streamers as well. We love them. Go ahead and throw in the code FWRD for 13% off your order there. We also have the wonderful folks at So Nerdware, who do a fantastic array of various different TTRPG related merchandise, both specific to streamers and small streaming groups, and just kind of your usual general slash meme slash actually quite useful TTRPG related stuff, including shirts, mugs, dice, and all of that wonderful jazz. Go ahead and throw in the code FRIENDS for 10% off your order there. Even though it's not currently up and running, a shout out to D and Emporium, which our wonderful Ty here runs. That is going to be rebooting in the new year. So it's always worth shouting them out, and there will be a discount code of FWRD on there too when they relaunch in the new year. We are also a part of the wonderful streaming group, Emporium. They are a massive mixture of various different streamers that host a whole bunch of variety stuff, whether you're looking for competitive games or perhaps something a little bit more relaxed and comfy, music or cosplay, or I don't know, I think someone also does like crocheting. You'll find it there. Emporium are a fantastic group. We are so happy to be a part of them, and you should definitely go and support all of those streamers too, because they're fantastic. We should be having a big game of Among Us between all of the different streamers again soon, which should be fun. Go ahead and throw them your follows. And if you're watching and you like what you see, go ahead and throw a little follow to us as well. We have a whole bunch of fantastic projects in the works. Probably the most important one to announce right now is we are currently working on a fundraiser to assist with the disaster that happened in the Philippines. As you may know, the Philippines was struck recently by not one, but two typhoons. One of them was a super typhoon for quite a long period of time as it was hitting the Philippines. The country has been devastated and its infrastructure is not the best. They need all the help they can get. And we are going to hopefully go ahead and help there. We have a few games in the running through December, including some familiar faces. So go ahead and throw us a follow on Friends Roll Dice on Twitter, or throw us a follow on Twitch so you know that we are live. And, if you have a Twitch Prime sub lying around and you like what you see, or, take advantage of the 20% off, you could always do that too. All right. Is there anything that I need to mention before we go ahead and start up?
I think you got it.
I always have to check with my cards because I'm like, I'm going to forget something. Wonderful. Okay. Who wanted to do the recap? Okay. Go ahead, Soup. What happened last episode?
Well, hold on one thing a minute. I reckon we, let's see where we start. Woke up. I woke up by a bunch of lightning thunder. Thought it was gunshots. Nope. Look out. Sky's clear. Thought maybe druids. went out to some woods, saw a cleric come by. At least I think it's cleric. Something like that. Healer. Helping the monkey. Oh, wait, hey. And then we went out in them woods. Found out there's some sort of summon bear lightning thing. A couple trees. Fought them. Found out somebody, inexperienced conjurer, using them their nickel stones. Had a bunch of writing on them. Couldn't read it. But my magic folk, they told me that it's used for people not so good at conjuring stuff, keeping stuff around, kind of like slaves. We didn't like that. Went looking for them. Jotra convinced Orin to pull the void cone out again. I don't want to talk about that. Something happened to Orin. He got blood spat on his eye or something. I walked away. Aerodyn and I went, found a feller that was conjuring things. Turns out he had a bunch of stuff from other planes in cages. He was like, this is how I make friends, keeping them there. He was kind of sick in the head. He started moving around. He started talking kind of angry. Aerodyn got her wings all fluffed up. She didn't like that. Thought maybe she was in trouble. So I shot him. Kind of missed. I mean, I hit him, but I didn't hit the spot I was supposed to hit. I hit his neck area. Might have killed him. Definitely killed him. Anyway, we found some cages. I don't want to talk about that part neither. We got rid of them. Don't need to worry about that. Got all them stones out, them little nickel things. Got them together. Found out this feller's not really magic. He don't know nothing about no magics. He's a simple feller, kind of like I am. He hit him a bracelet. Wasn't working no more though. And then I'm trying to get everybody on time to go see Sally. No, we got that sword to bring her. But they want to stick around just a little bit longer. Said it was too late. Get a little antsy. But figured they know best. Went and checked out healer lady, Dewan. She pretty smart. Interesting. Got a lot of books. Got a lot of respect for her. She nice. Said she'd come with us. So, yeah, I think I'm at her house right now. Aerodyn's at her house. She's a kitty cat person, but she got little kitty cats. So I didn't know if I was supposed to pet one or not. Didn't know if that was rude. But yeah, apparently still pet them, but not the bald one, because they're mean or something. I don't know. Anyway, something like that. We got a little bit done. I think that's about it.
Oh, Soup.
The best.
Dragon Jam says, my husband is impressed with the caption. He said he couldn't understand Sean, but the caption is amazing. Yeah, that's pretty much, we love Soup. We love his accent. He's just fantastic.
I don't even think about it anymore. I understand him now. I don't even think about it being hard anymore.
There's like,
I know,
you
it
have
took
to
me
watch
a session and I'm like, okay, yeah, I got it.
I was gonna say, you have to watch a session and then the next one you're like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. And then and then you see other people, they're like, I don't understand. Give it another session. No, I get it. I totally get it. So, yeah, where we left off, the party had actually split a little bit in the town of Keen. We have the wonderful Dewan, Aerodyn, and Soup currently in Dewan's residence. We have Orin, and we also have Jotra in the local tavern. Is there anything you folks wanted to do in the town before you set off?
I just have a really quick thing, and it's that, are we like towards the end of the night, like going to bed, getting ready to get up in the morning?
It would be an early night for once. It would be an early night, but yeah, it's beginning to kind of turn dusky.
Okay, once we're settled into our rooms, Aerodyn would have asked to borrow Jotra's tinker tools.
Sure.
Thank you. I'll bring them right back. And she'll run off to her room, and she's actually going to unscrew one of the feathers from her wing. And she's gonna her belt is a chain sort of belt, and there's an extra chain that's pretty long. She's gonna snip that, and she's going to hook the feather onto the chain and sort of make a necklace out of it. And she's gonna put away Jotra's tools, and then she's gonna fold the necklace and put it in the case right on top, so it's the first thing he sees when he opens it. She's gonna roll it up, tie it, and bring it back to Jotra, keeping her wings closed.
What'd you make?
Oh, I just had to fix something real quick.
What was it?
Something in the elbow is feeling a little weird, but I think I got it
Okay,
after
do you want
watching you.
Want me to double check?
Sure.
Okay. And then so he gets up and flicks his other set, because he has one full set, and then but he also has his hand set, so he flicks it forward and he just starts. No, looks everything's tight here. Even that, no, yeah, looks good. You did a great job.
Thank you. I learned from the best.
I mean, not the best. Someday, maybe if I get break.
No, definitely the best.
The best you can find, anyway.
I'm gonna give Jotra a hug.
We'll give you a hug back. Whew. A few more days of travel, and we'll actually get sorties about. I don't think I should kill us again with it on accident. So I've decided to, after much yelling at by Lauren and everybody, I think I'm gonna leave Sword alone until we get there. Once we get there, maybe again once I have a little more practice eye. But you're dying to know.
I don't blame you for experimenting. I wish I remembered more to tell you more about the magic, but I'm sort of learning as I go as well, so.
No, that's the most exciting thing and most dangerous thing about experiments is you know what's gonna happen.
Do you trust Sally?
It's not really a question of trust. We made a promise. We needed an expert. We got an expert, and so it's a trade. As far as I can tell, blades themselves aren't the dangerous thing. It's the people behind them. You know, it's like an arcane focus. You can channel all the magic that you have at your possession behind into it, but on its own, you get into anybody else, and it's what they can do with it. You know, those things are like that.
Anything can be dangerous in the wrong hands.
Most anything. Snowball. As dangerous. You know, very brittle. Yeah. Butter is dangerous if you put it on the floor, but it's never going to hurt you when you're eating toast.
I don't know, but I feel like Blink could probably have made anything dangerous.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point.
No, I was just wondering if maybe she'd be able to figure out anything about the cone.
Yeah,
But I
the
also don't trust very many people with it.
The only thing I'm worried about the cone now is that we knew it ate magic, and so far that was nothing bad because it would eat the magic and then there'd be words, and it's like, okay, the more magic, the more words. With it exploding and the blood all over our face, like there was no wound, no anything. It's just unconscious. And then he woke up feeling better and more trusting in magic. When things blow up in my face, it takes me a little bit while to, rekindle that joy of magic blowing up in my face, but Orton was just like, okay, yeah. It blew up in my face, and there's blood everywhere, but cat, give me... Oh my god. Stole my chicken, 1 second.
Oh.
Fucking cat. And he even said he felt better about magic. And then I told him to take all of the tethers. That way he could find out more if he wanted to, but now I'm a little worried about it.
Sally's a pretty talented healer. If she was able to fix the level of spell that backfired on me, they might be able to help Orin. At least check him more thoroughly than we can.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I kind of feel a little responsible because I have a feeling without me, he never would have, he never would have slapped magical items onto the void cone, and he would have just got a gradual message as magic was cast around him, but I don't know, I hope I didn't overstep or anything. I was just so curious. I definitely owe him like another 28 beers.
Well, whatever happened, we will handle it.
That's true. We always do.
Mm. Gosh, I'm really glad we ran into Blink when we did. I didn't know that there was a curse on the ink.
I didn't either. Well, that explains a lot about what. Every time man, I always think I have such good ideas, and all they do is change things, but not always for the better. Guess that's how we find bad ideas, huh?
I don't think that's entirely a bad thing.
Like, at least
I
somebody
think
does it.
there's maybe more careful ways to go about it, but I don't think it's a bad thing. So.
But I apologize to Soup. He seems really kind of. He wants me to stop doing things that I just can't naturally do, and I didn't know it was dangerous, but I wanted to find out more. Like, how do you figure out where curiosity and danger? I seem to be a little blind to that line.
I think that probably I feel like the dangerous part comes from doing things quickly on impulse rather than considering the things that can go wrong
But
and planning for that.
when
Maybe?
it comes to mysteries like the cone, we have no evidence whether it's bad or not. Saw words and absorb magic. I don't know.
Maybe there's a way to do the experiments where people aren't so close to it.
That's why I used the fishing pole last time to make sure that But then it was a lot louder than I was expecting. But no one got
Figure something
silenced.
out. Exactly. That was kind of a really good idea, though. Like, thinking about it, I wouldn't have thought to do that.
Everything's a good idea until it's not, right?
That could be said for a lot of things.
That's true.
Do you want to go find the others, or are you turning in?
Yeah. Oh, Actually, let's see, we book. No, I think I'll turn in. I'm gonna tinker around with a few things. I've picked up a lot of scrap back there and see if maybe there's something else useful I can make. I think I need to think.
Okay. I'll see you in the morning then.
Absolutely.
Give Josh another hug and a kiss on top of his head.
Like they don't have hair
Good night.
on your mouth.
Good night. Go to my room. And wait for Joe to find my present.
Anybody else doing anything in this time?
Soup is probably, because he's found like his favorite thing, which is a library. He is just gonna be reading lots and lots of books on random stuff. Meanwhile, he's listening to things I done dirty did.
If Soup is staying to read, then Dawn would make you some ginger turmeric tea because that's the only tea that she has, and call it a night because she goes to bed early.
You just hear one of these books open up, and you hear it speak. Things that I done did. Chapter 3. Now we get into the fun stuff. The really, really fun stuff. So, I don't like water. And I really don't like, but he just couldn't. It just carries on. He begins to talk about how he essentially traveled across a boat, and the boat was attacked by some strange fish-like creatures, and how it essentially set up his consistent fear of water for the rest of his adventure. Turns out he can't swim, so which obviously complicates things.
Weird. I never would have thought the book could swim.
Not the book. The person who spoke to the book.
Nah, the book. I don't know that there's a person speaking to a book.
That's true. That's true.
It's a talking book. Yep.
That's true. Yeah. He this entire section talks about like his seasickness and how he really doesn't like water, and how there appears to be a druid on board of the ship that is able to control both the air and the water. He finds them really weird, and they kind of smell of fish. And that is the whole chapter. Just him complaining about being on a boat.
How much he hates water.
Yeah, Darwin would definitely have, like, as she turns around to leave, like, caught herself to look at said book, listened to the entire thing, and then would have said, I don't much like water either. And then she would leave.
Thank for the tea.
Stay up as late as you want. Just make sure you blow out the candles when you're done.
And like, Soup seems like he has no idea what to say to you half the time. He's just like, okay.
Good.
Oren, what are we up to?
Yes.
Anything in particular?
Oren's gonna head to his room. He just kind of wants to be alone for a little bit. He's tired because he slept like an entire day, and then woke up harshly. But he's gonna do like a nightly meditation, and actually try to reach out and see if he can like reach out to Saya and just kind of reach out with the question of, have you ever seen power like this before, in regards to the cone?
Roll a religion check for me.
Alrighty. Let's see. That's not going to be good. Let me just go to my tab here. 12.
Okay. You get A warm feeling of someone reaching out to you, and a dark, cold void as your answer. It washes over you for just a moment before being replaced again by this warmth of Sire.
It seems to be about my feeling on it as well. Thank you. And I think I'll just go to sleep.
This little bit of warmth, even when you break your meditation and you begin to find yourself some rest, this warmth stays with you just for a little while. Just as you're finding yourself to rest, beginning to fall asleep, it's only as you begin to succumb that the warmth fades a little bit. It just soothes you to sleep. Unless anybody has anything else they'd like to do before we go ahead and take a long rest. You may go ahead and take a long rest.
All right.
Stream cat.
Aw.
Super as kitty. Look at the kitty. So cute. Yes. Yes, yes.
Void looks back.
The void looks back, and it is adorable.
Look. Is her one eye? Yeah. I love her.
She is adorable.
Good girl.
He is a pirate kitty.
He,
That's one.
Good boy.
the good boy, is the bestest boy.
Best boy.
Best boy.
We are derailing
Well,
the entire stream
Yeah,
for
the
stream
no,
stream
kids.
he's
stop.
the best boy, but whatever.
All,
Worth
bo-
it.
It's true.
all
Ambrose is a
boys are
close
best
second.
boys.
All cats are good cats.
Exactly. All right. You go ahead and take a long rest. You find yourselves waking up relatively early, probably around about 6, 7 o'clock, because you went to bed pretty early. You get a long rest for the first time in a while. It's a relatively comfy, but pretty good. It's a comfortable rest. It's a nice rest. You awake to the sound of birds chirping, a very, very, very slight breeze in the wind, and as the sun begins to peak and just finish its rise across the horizon, it's going to be another relatively clear and warm day. You awake to find, those of you staying in the tavern, you awake to find breakfast and drinks already brought to you.
Is coffee among these drinks?
It is, actually. It's actually a little darker than you're used to. It's got a bit of a kick as you go ahead and take a swig from it, but it's pretty good.
Jojo downstairs, sitting on Pavasari, just kind of like huddled, still like a blanket over his shoulders, just with the cup just floats in.
Orn will come downstairs and kind of right behind you. And you have enough coffee yet, or should I wait a little bit before I talk to you? All right, I'll wait a little bit.
It's like talking to a zombie.
Did Soup spend the night?
Soup is still in the library, and all the candles were blown out except for one, which he stuck in his empty teacup, so that it wouldn't like burn the place down. And it burned down like all the way, but you see that he has it in one hand, and he's like kind of like contorted in a way to where he kind of like sits up on his own, but he's definitely asleep. You can hear him like, but he has like the book like in his hand and teacup in the other, and he's just like teetering back and forth.
Did you close the talking book That's what I want to know.
Yes, he closed the top.
Okay.
No,
You
just
walk in,
walking.
it's like, chapter 16!
Oh.
Stop it.
Actually, you know what? No, he would have left it open and probably fallen asleep while it was going.
After
It's like
160.
a
The
podcast.
time we saved the
Yeah.
world.
In that case,
Gotta go back. I
Dewan,
missed so many
you would-
episodes.
You would hear something before Soup wakes up then. As you go ahead and rouse yourself and you head inside, you hear... And that's the end of chapter 16. God, it's been a while. I really miss him. I miss them all, really. If you're out there, boy, just know your name isn't meaning what you think it's meaning. Something special about you. I miss you dearly, and I really hope you're reading this. Love your pops. Chapter 17, the finale.
Does Dewan just walk in and go, no?
So Dewan would wake up very early. She goes to bed very early, and she wakes up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to prepare poultices and salves and who knows what. But she would go in, hear that, gently close the book, see if Soup's awake, if that rouses Soup, and then gently cover him with a blanket from one of the cots, and then leave to like drink some hot water, because she doesn't drink tea or coffee or anything in the morning. She just drinks hot water in travel mug, but fantasy.
Do you take the candle cup or the book out of his hands? Or do you just cover it?
I think I might no, well, okay, I would cover him, see how he reacts.
He's just like, just still sitting there in this like weird, like teetery tottering, like almost falling over.
Oh, also,
position.
also, Pestle is curled up next to him, 100%.
Is that the grumpy Persian?
No. That's the one that shoves the face in the hand. That's why its name is Pestle. I lost my train of thought. I think he would try to take the teacup out of his hands.
Okay. It's like just like the ring of it is just like around his claw, so you could just slide it across his finger and it would just like twitch a little bit and he would and then go back to sleep.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'd rather him rest than wake him up. I'm all about rest. And then yeah, I would continue on with my morning duties.
Okay.
/ pack a bag full of, I don't know, healing potions. Can I get some healing potions, right?
You definitely would have a few, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yay!
I have 3 regular and a greater.
You get a healing potion. You get a healing potion. Everybody gets a healing potion.
That's kind of your shtick. So it makes sense for you to have a few. Yeah. Okay, you can go ahead and pack that up. What's everybody doing with that morning?
I think as Jetra wakes up, he'll go back over to Orn and be like, okay, we can talk now.
You wake up now then. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine.
no, I'm here.
That's just grand. I want to let you know, I'm not mad at you.
Okay, that's good.
It's not your fault.
Well,
I've
I
been-
mean, it's a little bit my fault. I mean, would you have done it if I hadn't have been like, hey, do this thing?
I never would have thought of it.
Well, if you would have thought of it, would you have done it?
Probably not. You make a good argument.
It's a bad thing that it's my fault. It is directly linked to something that I did. So I'm trying to sort whether it's good or bad still.
Experimentation's just part of who you are. And you should never be ashamed of that.
I'm working on it. It's as long as no one gets hurt or blows up the next experiment I do, I'm gonna be very happy with it. The last 4 have not gone so well.
Well, we all make mistakes.
How's your
Fuck,
head feel?
that's how I ended up with this damn thing in the first place.
How's your head feel?
It feels fine.
Yeah. Blood or anything else coming out of you?
No, after I washed it out, I mean... It's creepy, though.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. That was a little creepy.
Do you think... Would you trust Sally with something like this?
I mean, when you have no expert on hand, if someone can help, it'll do what it did last time and put you in her debt. But at the same time, it's a magic absorbing thing. I think anybody who loves magic or uses it is going to be a little afraid of it or wildly curious like I am. So, no.
Well, God, except for the 3 of you, Soup and yourself and Aerodyn, I don't have much anybody I'd trust anymore.
Yeah. Trust is a hard bridge to build, and never gotten this far with trusting anybody or anybody trusting me. So it's a new day. That's the same day, but it is what it is. Well, here's the way I see it. We do know a few things about it. It absorbs magic, and then it uses that magic to do stuff. Like, you know, it has shown you a bunch of words that could be messages of some sort. They could just be randomly plucked from somebody's mind as they were thinking them. I don't know when yet. But then yesterday, something happened, and it exploded in your face. And then you're like, oh, I feel a little bit better about experimenting with magic. Why did you say that?
I feel like... I don't know. I feel like I'm more curious now than I was before. Before, I saw magic as just kind of creepy. But now I understand it's got its uses. It's got its place in this world. And who's it for me to shun it like that, you know, like I had been before?
Okay, that makes sense. I guess once it's like, hey, you blew up in my face and I didn't, you know, the worst didn't happen. Now I can find out what else could happen. Kind of.
That just, I mean, it didn't really like blow up. It just opened. I mean, there was like kind of a moment where it felt like something was kind of shooting at me. But then just darkness. Fortunately, I woke up from it.
I wonder if that's why they wanted it. Maybe it isn't so much of like a creature or something. Maybe it is a suppository of information, a repository. And then when you opened it, you got some of the information that was inside blasted into your head. Quick,
So
think of the alphabet. Go as fast as you can and just see if anything's weird.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. He just goes off. Don't do that kind of stuff to me, Ty.
Does he have any extra letters or any like weird mispronunciations that might indicate that he's learned a new language?
No,
Okay.
just seems like Oren.
Cool. All right. So yeah, at least we know that you're still at the base of your knowledge is still intact.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel more curious. It's interesting to me.
I better not touch it. Any more curious. Okay, good.
This thing keeps
Well-
opening up, and then I'm gonna end up being just like you.
Oh God. That reminds me, I owe you like so many beers. Do you want a morning beer?
No, I'm all right. The King's Cup night. Kind of
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah. Okay,
being
makes sense.
being hungover for an entire day is kind of making you realize maybe I should slow down.
Okay. No, that's fair. Makes sense. Okay. Oh, I had an idea. Those lists pack that what are they called? Kestis that I made out of the wood. I now have some of that left over from the cages. I could put some studs on there so that I pack a little bit more of a wallet.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Sure, I'll hand them over.
Perfect. Started tinkering on those while drinking coffee, waiting for everybody else to collect up.
All right. Cool. Eventually, you will rouse from your sleep. Wake yourselves up, continue your morning rituals, and at some point, you'll go ahead and meet all up together in order to discuss your next move.
Soup's gonna come up to Dewan and just be like,
Sorry I fell asleep in your house.
It's perfectly okay. I've fallen asleep over many books.
Can I
like
keep
it's-
some?
Of course. It's tradition to take a book, but you gotta leave a book.
Mm.
he leaves the book on Chrysal.
Okay.
That's an interesting one. So the talking book, did you close that?
Yes, it was still talking when I woke up.
Yeah.
Does it do that constantly?
Yeah. Where did it leave off?
It was just beginning chapter 17.
Mm. I missed a lot. I don't know how to make it start over. Oh boy.
That is how thick is this talking book?
It's 2 pages.
Okay, that's I was my next question
it's
is Dewan would be can't you turn a page? But if it's 2 pages, I'm not gonna ask that.
It's literally a cover and 2 pages. The book speaks to you. There's no words inside.
Okay. Couldn't you just ask it nicely?
I guess. I mean, I don't know how it works. It's kind of
Strange.
weird. But I ain't gonna worry about it, I guess.
Well, thank you for your book that you left.
Doubt it. I ain't seen somebody who likes books in a while. It's nice.
I love reading. There's so much knowledge in these books, and yet you could read them over and over again and still learn something new.
Ty. How dare.
Thanks. You ready?
Ready. And I'm going to give you another fantasy tumbler of tea.
Ooh. Like takes it. Gigantic to him.
Good.
Just walk around like.
Excellent.
Of course, he doesn't have lips, so he probably just drinks it like.
Yeah.
Just pours it straight down his gullet. Oh, I think I'd also give you some granola.
What's that?
Food. And I eat some.
Okay.
It's like toss bags like.
It tastes like granola. It is up to
That-
you and your opinion how good or bad that may be.
It's got honey and like yogurt clusters and
So he's kind of like fake grinning, and he's like,
Ah, God!
it's not one of your pastries, but gives you energy in the morning.
Just immediately starts tearing apart a ration and mixing it in with granola.
Ew, I hope it's not one of the Kruthic balls.
no.
Ooh.
Granola's good. Come on.
No, it's like a cut of Slazoa, a leftover bit of Slazoa. It's just
Granola's delicious and it gives
Just-
you extra energy in the morning.
fishy
Well, granola and
granola.
Slazoa.
Okay. That out of the way. Yeah, you will go ahead and reunite. Soup looking strangely positive.
Wow, this stuff works. Mm.
Before Aerodyn heads downstairs, just really quick, she wants to flip open the book to the last page just to see if there's any notes on Jotra.
One sentence has been added. Chasing a lead.
Facing a lead.
Chasing a lead.
Mhm.
As you all reunite, it takes a few moments before Torn steps out as well and reunites with you. He simply looks to you and just says, I'm going to stay here for a while.
Oh,
I think there's something I might be able to learn if I speak some more with Odeon.
Saw you
paths-
talking with him last night.
Indeed. Our paths will cross again. Just not right now.
Stay safe out there.
I should be saying that to you.
I think both of us may be in hot water.
tell you to sleep with one eye open, but I have a feeling you will. Always do.
You have a tendency to get yourselves in trouble. Do yourselves a favor and lie low. Do what you have to.
Okay. Thank
We'll
you. Tom.
reunite soon. No worries. Don't mention it. I don't plan on being away for long. There is something I need to look into.
Are we ready to head out then?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, before we go, I'm gonna walk over to Jotra and I'm going to do the humming and tracing something on his forehead as I cast non-detection on him.
Thank you. Which one was that?
So they can't find you.
Oh, that's a very good idea. That's a very, very good idea.
There's a new sentence in the book. They're chasing a lead, but I don't know what it means. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Okay.
Stay
Alright, no,
close.
it's just a lead, right? It's nothing solid.
Mhm.
Be fine. We've got your back.
Yeah, you're not alone.
Darwin, will you be joining us? I feel like going on a wee bit of a journey.
I feel a little concerned and responsible for you at this point. You helped me with the Panthers. Yeah, I'll tag along. I've already
It'll be a
packed.
pleasure
And
to
she
have
like
you.
shakes her bag and it just clinks with a bunch of bottles.
Do you need help carrying anything? Is it heavy?
No, not at all.
It takes us. Dewan is very strong. Got it. Could probably kick my ass. Understood.
No, it's more like Dewan is used to carrying this one bag and one bag only. I can only carry so much, and this is the how much I can carry. Don't take this away from me.
I love it.
You're just kind of looking at it. He's like, you having a good system for getting things if you need them quickly?
Yes, and she opens it up, and there's just like pockets and pockets and dividers and more pockets, and some of the pockets are like pouches for spices, and it's a whole.
It looks like if Marie Kondo made a bag.
Yes.
This is the bag.
This is the bag. You can see like sprigs of something, like herbs and stuff. It's just like her house in bag. It's her go bag.
Richard pulls out his notebook and he's like, okay, and he starts sketching something. And then as you look down, he's sketched out the backpack, and you see he's trying to devise a way that, like, while standing, you could, like, flick a hand forward and pull whatever you wanted from it. And he's trying to figure, you see, he's already just sketching out this really complicated system to go with your backpack. And he's just, like, thinking to himself as he's doing it. And he remembers something, and then he closes the book and he goes back to nailing these into this. You see, he goes back, he pulls out some fist weapons and starts putting metal into them. He's just quietly thinking to himself, he's like, okay, and then back to
He's
Tinker.
gonna turn me into what's her face? Honey Big Hero 6.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I
Hell yeah.
love it.
That's amazing.
Sweet. All right.
I think we slowly trickle out. I think Aerodyn would make sure that Jotra's next to her and Ash Delora at all times.
You see, as Jotra, like he's like he's tinkering with something. He's like, and he flicks his hand back, and then he goes and he opens his other tinkering tools to get the hammer out of there because it doesn't really fit on the back of his hand. He and he kind of looks up for a second, and looks back down, puts on the necklace, and then goes back to tinkering. Rolls it back up after he's done with the hammer, back into the turtle.
Cute. Okay. And you go ahead and find yourselves on your way. The trip's going to be a few hours as you're going ahead and trekking across this section of Zenri. Leaving the town of Keen, you know you will have to turn at the crossroads and head north up past the camp. As you do so, you notice now strangely seemed blocked in the town of Keen, but as you approach, they almost seem to... It's almost a magical invisibility that breaks as a soft, mixed hum fills the air. You see, lodged into the ground is this huge, almost farm of large singing crystals. It is massive and sprawls across a very, very large area. You can still see the forest off to the side, but you see these large, large crystals.
Do the crystals have their own frequencies? Like they're clearly like a C note.
They seem to harmonize with each other, but they are indeed different notes and different frequencies. It creates this rather joyous melody that kind of just floats along the air.
Aerodyn, you should try singing to them. See what happens.
Does it look like the crystal Jotra has? A Deichrist?
No. These crystals are massive.
Oh, do
We're
I
talking
recognize
like
any of these from
3 or
like,
4 stories high.
Do I recognize any of these from like the Underdark or like the City of Mirrors?
Probably not the City of Mirrors, but you can go ahead and roll a history check.
Good. So you hear them rocks? They're singing, right? You hear that?
Yeah, that's not only in your own head. It's a little creepy, isn't it?
That 20.
What?
I'm not even kidding. I don't even.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
28, 29.
The singing crystals are a 28. Yeah. Yeah, you would know what these are from your studies. They are a natural phenomenon that kind of just pop up across pretty much the entire world of Vega. There's small clusters of them. There's usually 1 or 2 per continent. They are virtually indestructible. They don't seem to respond to any kind of weapon or magic, no matter how powerful. And it is one of the few places that the Magicanum do not hold jurisdiction over, as they have a religious significance. As such, they have not been massively studied.
I've actually heard of these before. They pop up periodically, and they are almost invulnerable. Invulnerable as far as we know. I mean, there might be something, but no weapons, no magic. Not even the Magicanum has a hold over them. There's something religiously tied to them. Wonder if we could write down the song. And he kind of like starts trying to pull out if it's just tones or like he's trying to see if he can hear a repetition or anything in it. Listening as hard as he can to try to decipher one while after spouting all that to everybody so they know.
Okay. Each crystal seems to have its own frequency. It appears to harmonize with everything around it, which is creating this chorus. There's probably around about 12 of these crystals that are just kind of bunched up together.
An idea. Is it just like a full bunch? Is there any room in between them?
They're pretty bunched up together. There's like small collections of like tinier versions of crystals that have begun to grow out of the main ones, but there's not a lot of room in between them now. They're pretty bunched up.
Jotra is going to ride Pavasari clockwise or sunward, and then see if and kind of write down the tones as he goes to see if they form any sort of tune that he would recognize.
Okay. So you go ahead and quickly take a look around the side. They don't share a tune, but they do share a mode of the major scale. These crystals themselves, they definitely appear to be working together, and you know that each cluster of crystal across Vega all harmonize differently with each other. It's a natural phenomenon. There's no real magic behind it. It just seems to be a natural, strange phenomenon that happens.
Jotra's gonna pay if there's a note missing in the mode. He's gonna just try to sing whatever the harmony would be, just so we can like be a part of it for a second.
Yeah, you can go ahead and just sing a note to go ahead and join in, and you get that kind of that audible resonance when multiple people sing in harmony. There's like that weird underlying like resonance that happens when everyone's voices kind of come together. Anyone who has any kind of choir experience will know this.
Overtone. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of build up of this resonating overtone. It's soothing, but nothing specific happens. It's just a nice moment. And everyone is watching as Jotra is kind of riding Papasari around the outside of this area.
That turns and looks at everybody.
While he's doing... Go
ahead. No, I'm done.
While he's doing that, Soup's gonna sidle up next to Aerodyn real quick, and he's just gonna be like,
Aerodyn, I got a question.
Yeah.
Come here.
She'll follow.
What does in hot water mean?
In potential danger.
It's bad, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
Thanks.
pretty sure.
Don't tell anybody I asked you.
Lips are sealed. No one will know. Yeah, I think whoever the Luna Cerritos are, I don't think they are very happy with either of us. So.
Okay, now got it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
and he just walks away.
She'll smile, follow behind. As Jotra's like flying around, I think Ashtalora is on top of the crystals following Jotra and jumping from crystal to crystal.
Yes.
As Ashtalora jumps on top of the first crystal, you hear it. Ding! Almost like glass being struck.
Wait a minute. Jotra looks at the notes. Does he have enough notes to play Swindon? Knows.
With a
No.
snap and a crack and away it goes.
Sinden the Slow.
Wait, Jesse
Lord.
doesn't know it. We have to.
We don't have it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So this is in Dorian, so you could play it, but it'll be a jazzier version of Sinden
Okay.
the Slow.
But we have to
Sinden the
sing
slow
it.
one knows what way I should know.
Do we?
Yes.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
wait a minute.
yes.
Wait, you said it's in a Dorian?
Yes.
Are you trying to figure out what that sounds like?
No, I'm checking my notes for the other songs that he knows.
Other songs.
Oh yeah,
Plural.
there are songs.
Oh no, they're gone.
I didn't hear all of them.
Yeah, it's a jazzier mode. So for those of you who aren't music nerds like myself,
Hello.
major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, and a minor seventh. So
Sure, that
the
helps.
second note and the second note and the seventh note in the scale is minor, and then everything else is major, which gives you a jazzy feel. It's very much used in like jazz riffs and things like that.
You're so far back in my.
I'll have Austin explain things.
Okay, so with the jazzier one, am I moving so slow? I had to go back to like when I first met Ray, and I was gonna just be playing in a one.
This is how I get people.
Wait, is this my future?
Yes. Yes.
He just digs
Yes.
his claws in.
Mhm.
This
So
is the
he's
thing. You
gonna-
don't have to be particularly a good DM. You just have to give people so many questions that they need the answers, and then they stick around.
So,
It
So that they can
works.
fill in their own questionnaire.
That's the strategy. You just give them question after question after question, and then they're like, "Well, I have to answer now."
Jesse and I had a DM where if the players came up with a cooler answer to a puzzle or something, he would just be like, "Yeah, no, that's the answer now. That's pretty dope."
Oh, most DMs do that. They just don't tell you.
okay,
I like that. That's correct.
I've got it. Okay, so Jotra, he's going to pop Calamos out, and he's like, go where I point. And then so he's going to point at each crystal individually to go with the tune. He's like, all right. Burn like hay on a kindling pile, or burn as bright as morning. Will they burn like hay on the kindling pile as the dragon's mouth is yawning? Stupid or brave, that's not to tell. Staring down the beast of hell. Burn like hay in the morning. Burn like hay in the morning. And he's gonna kind of like smile to himself and turn around. It's music!
Clap, 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 clap,
Clap,
clap.
clap, 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 clap.
Round of applause. There we go.
After Laura starts jumping between those rocks.
The tune just kind of rings out. It as you hit it, there's that kind of hum of that glass-like sound that carries over and creates this small tune that Jotra then sings along to as everyone else is watching and listening.
Alright, so maybe the Earth didn't know that one, but anybody got any other songs they know? Or are we...
Jotra, roll a
Oh.
performance check for me.
Oh, damn, okay. I'm gonna use my advantage. Much better, okay. Performance. Bleach. No, it's plus nothing. Okay, so that's a 13.
Okay. I'll say everyone gets a D4 inspiration to use for the rest of the session.
Weird. Inspiration. Thanks, Jotra.
Thanks, buddy.
What are we here for? That and to almost kill you, but that's okay.
I was gonna say, Soup is definitely gonna like look at Orin whenever like Jotra's like, I have an idea.
He's doing it again.
What you gonna
All right.
do?
If you touch that pocket,
He just looks at him and goes,
I don't want to mess with it anymore. Especially in a place as magical as this. But as far as Jotra, I mean, player's gonna play, right?
He's gonna play.
Oh,
No.
top 10 phrases I
was in my
never
head.
saw
I
describing
don't want to be
Jotra.
copyright striked.
yeah,
Oh
no,
my god.
copyright.
Oh.
Copyright.
Oh, good lord. So now that the entire party is singing Taylor Swift,
I don't know what you mean. I certainly am
Oh
not
my
doing that.
god, you know what? There's
I-
probably a bar.
Anyone feeling
You're not
22?
singing those
Sorry.
pitches.
I am so sorry.
There's probably a bardcore version.
oh my god, no.
Anyway, we keep on keeping on.
Okay.
I
Go
would
ahead.
think.
Okay.
After the cute moment with singing crystals.
You can go ahead and pass the crystals then. It's a few more hours. You're kind of getting around about the 1 o'clock point. I would like everyone to roll a perception check.
Perception. yawn.
Not bad.
So good at those, guys.
I'm going to break my desk with this dice.
18.
With my -1,
You're
that's
still using that monster thing?
Do
That
it.
was the other one in there.
Well, I rolled an 18 on the die for a 17.
I rolled a 6.
Oh.
I rolled a 6. I see nothing.
18 for Orin.
I'm too busy humming.
Tyler in chat is saying it's fun to stay at the DMCA. Oh, God.
No.
It hurts my soul, but it's right.
Oh my goodness.
Damn it, Switch. Get your shit together. Yeah, so 17, 17, 18, 6 from Dawan. Jotra?
12.
Can't hear you? Oh, there we go. A 12. Okay. So everyone apart from Dawan and Tai, and Jotra, sorry, you are continuing down the road. There are 2 villages in relatively close proximity in front of you. You're looking kind of, now that you've passed the crystals, you're looking to these 2 villages, and then something catches the corner of your eye. You notice that a little bit of a ways away, there is what appears to be a broken wagon off to the left-hand side near the forest.
Not another broken wagon.
This wagon has been burned.
Currently on fire or just...
Currently on fire.
Oh.
The wheel is broken. It has multiple scorch marks across the wood itself. Whatever was pulling this wagon is no longer there, and there is a huge scorch mark across the driver's seat. That's what you'd be able to see from here.
Would that be similar to the scorch marks that were on the Magic Carnum building?
I mean, it's probably magical in nature. That's what you could assume. They're not
Okay.
exactly the same. Like, scorch marks are scorch marks. They're not.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
It
they're
doesn't-
not
it doesn't, like,
hugely
have the same-
identifiable.
It doesn't have the same, like, shape or anything like that.
No, they're not hugely identifiable.
All right.
Aerodyn will stop and kind of put herself in front of everyone, and then I'm gonna put a hand on Jotra's shoulder and send Ash to Laura to go stake it out.
Okay.
Soup, does that look like a dragon attack?
Why would you say that?
I don't know what they look like.
I mean, does it?
Ashtalora can make a perception check. Soup, you're too far away to be able to tell right now. Also, your perception check wasn't.
Okay.
It was good, but
She
yeah,
got
you're
an
still a
18.
distance away. Okay. As you approach,
Ashlor got an 18.
or as Ashtalora approaches, sorry. Ashtalora sees a on-fire wagon. The entire thing appears to have been deliberately attacked multiple times.
Is there anyone, if she flies up, can she see if anyone went in any direction?
So this is, just to be clear, this is one of those like fabric-topped wagons you can't see in the back. You would actually have to head around the rear to be able to see inside. But the driver's section is completely open. As Ashtalora goes ahead and gets some elevation, you can see a blood trail leading into the forest.
Can I have her follow that?
Sure thing. She goes ahead and...
Obviously only to 100 feet, so I still have...
Mhm. You're probably at 100 feet just by the wagon. So if you're going further, you wouldn't be able to use the same.
Okay. There's a blood trail nearby, and I'll bamf Ashtalora back to me.
She goes ahead and kind of curls up on your head.
I wish I had that ability in my real life cat.
She
Right.
like, so when she sits on Aerodyn's head, she kind of nestles down and she pokes her head in between the horns and just kind of rests there. The little ears kind of wrap around the horns a little bit as she just paws forward.
It's a nice crown you've got.
We should probably help them if there was a blood trail. Someone might be still alive.
Soup is running that way.
I mean, if you said blood trail, that one takes off. Not takes off, but is walking
Mhm.
quickly.
Aerodyn's gonna head to the wagon before following the blood trail and peeking in the back.
Okay.
She'll
Just make
go
sure
with
no one's
Aerodyn.
in there.
There's a lot of fire and a lot of soot. However, from what you can see scattered pieces of thread, fabric, and other weaver's tools
Oh
that appear
shit.
to be covered across the entire back part of this wagon here.
Joe's just gonna whip sword the back of it. See if he can just cut up a doors to sign. See,
Mm-hmm.
getting to.
You can go
Does
ahead
it
and
look
kind of
like Sally's?
I mean, Sally didn't have a wagon last time we saw her.
Yeah, well, she might have gotten one.
How would you know?
I don't know. Does she have like a special thread? Does it look like the thread she had? Wasn't it like a gold?
Looks like weaver's tools.
Her thread was magic when she used it.
Is there a marking of a thimble anywhere?
Not that you can see.
And nobody's inside still, right?
No, there's no one in the wagon. It's empty. A lot of the threads and tapestries inside have been irreparably damaged, however. They would have to be remade. Even mending wouldn't be able to save it, really.
Can we see the blood?
The blood is trailing from the driver's seat and is trailing down into the forest.
Follow the blood.
Following.
Yeah, I'd like to follow the trail.
Okay.
And as we're walking forward, I'll send Ashalora further ahead, and while we're walking, and then
Okay.
I have a hand on Jotra's shoulder.
Who's going to be taking point here? Whoever's taking point.
I'm the
As-
fastest person at the moment. That is the only reason I say that.
Yeah, I think Soup, and then I'll trail him.
Jotro,
Also, that one.
As you begin to take a look and immediately spring into action, you begin to dash forwards and follow this blood trail that is beginning to bring itself into the forest. As you pass the threshold of the forest itself and begin walking through, the blood spatter and the blood trail appears to slowly but surely be intermittent in its trail. Soup, as the person in front, I would like you to make a survival check, please.
Oh boy.
Should
Just
be
to
the
see
one in
whether you
front.
can, just to see whether you can go ahead and continue following along this trail.
Quick question about the blood. Anything unique about it?
It's red.
Well-
That's literally all you can see right now. There's nothing.
I have a -1 to survival, but I rolled a natural 20.
What is it with these nat 20s? Oh damn. Okay. You go ahead and it's a little tricky for you to go ahead. It's been a while since you've had to track something this way.
Yeah.
It's probably bringing you back to your old days in a way, as you're going ahead and just using what senses you can. You manage to just kind of find where the trail is leading. You dash off in that direction, as I assume everyone else is going to follow. You spend a few minutes just at full sprint, running and running and running. And eventually you hear a strike. You hear another as another strike sounds. You're hearing these sounds that are echoing through the forest before you get there. It is up to you how you want to approach this situation.
He's gonna just, against his better judgment, he's just gonna barrel straight toward it.
Okay.
Yeah, that checks out.
You hear another strike as you just see in your visual range an individual drive a knee directly into someone's chest. This someone is kind of pinned against a tree by the other individual, holding her by the neck as this other one is just wailing on her strike after strike. You hear what they're actually speaking now as it begins to echo through the forest. You just hear, "Come on now. We haven't got all day. We know everything. We've been inside the little one's head. Just tell us, where are you meeting them?"
Fuck.
Skid, pull out crossbow.
Aerodyn's immediately gonna whip out her blade, spin it, and shoot the one on top of the person. I'm assuming it's Sally, being punched. Doing the punching. Witch bolt.
Yeah.
Blast him off her.
Charging up some magic stones.
Saya's touch on the quarterstaff.
That
just
one is like, what is happening?
Okay.
I kind of put I put myself in front of. I make sure Dewan's like behind.
So I want everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, I don't get a
Unless
surprise attack
you
off
did.
first.
No.
Well, who's firing first?
Rock, paper, scissors.
So Soup was gonna fire, Aerodyn was gonna fire, and then Jotro was
Oh.
charging up stones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Soup versus Aerodyn.
Okay, what are we rolling?
Ooh, probably a dex to see who can react
Who
faster.
can react faster? Okay, all right, dex check. Let's go, Soup.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Like, we could go at the same time. It's fine.
Let go. 14.
22.
Yeah, Soup gets it. Soup gets it.
It's probably for the best. As you go ahead and pull up your crossbow and fire, you hear the whistle of the arrow as it suddenly shatters about 30 foot away from the individuals against a clear, transparent wall.
Good to know.
Oh no.
And as the arrow shatters, the two individuals turn. One of them still holding what you can now identify as Sally against the tree just says, "That was easier than I thought."
For now.
Who do we see? Who do we see? Who do we see? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
We don't know.
we don't
Are they
know.
wearing armor?
Fuck! Yo, what is their armor? What do they look like?
So first of all, I want everyone to roll initiative.
Ray! This is torture.
As you see what appears to be a drow individual. Kind of short, but pretty lanky. Wielding what appears to be a large, thin, rapier-like blade in one hand. And holding Sally with the other. You also see a gnome individual. She is relatively bulky and appears to be using this large great sword that she then pulls from her.
Honey rust.
The time for talking is over, apparently.
There was a time for talking? What?
I don't trust these bitches.
When it comes to torture, there's no time at all.
Like, hi, we're beating up your friend and talking about finding you. You want to talk?
So I think we're looking at Honey Rust.
Liza Tene is kind of a Brownish.
Tanae, yeah,
Yeah, I
that
don't know.
looked like a drow name to me.
I got
we have-
nothing
Same
else
minds.
as far as that.
So we have
Mhm.
Soup with a 26. Dewan and Oren, you are tied. Who has the higher dex one?
Mine's 5, so probably.
Okay. So probably you.
Wait, but
Wait,
no,
no.
Dewan got
I got
18. I
18.
got 17.
Oh, who else got the 18?
No one.
Oh, there's an 18 further up that I saw. Okay, so
Oh
Dewan-
yeah, no, that was
There's
the
18,
last.
17, 17, 12, 12, 18,
Okay,
17.
so Dewan, Oren, and then a 12 from Jotra and a 12 from Aerodyn. Who's going first out of you folks?
I have a dex of
plus-
2.
Yep, I have a dex of 2.
You go first.
Okay, roll. Okay, yep.
Okay, cool. Cool. I don't usually accept that offer, but because I actually rolled okay on initiative, I will take it.
I would like to
Aerodyn.
do something before
Aerodyn was
everything
more
else
ready
has
than
been
Joker.
done.
That's the only bad thing about big parties is that when you roll last and everyone gets a chance to wail on whatever you're fighting, and you're just like, I'll be here. Let me know when y'all are done.
It's true, it's true. Dewan, you said you wanted to do something?
No, I was saying that Cole would like to do something before
Oh,
everyone,
yes. Yes,
everyone
yes.
has done something.
Okay, Soup, you are up. Dewan, you're on deck.
Well, Soup's a little perplexed at what the heck his arrow just hit. But he's gonna try again, I guess. So he's gonna fire a few more bolts at them. That is a dirty 20
Okay.
and a 24.
Okay. You go ahead and fire off both shots, and they also shatter against this wall.
Figured. He sees that and moves around them to flank. And moves up to this barrier, like where he thinks it's at.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else?
Yeah, I guess it.
Cool. Dewan, you are up. Oren on deck.
I'm going to cast Bane. Good, I am not muted. Bane on the 2. Good, great.
Okay, and that's
On the
charisma
2 individuals.
saves.
Yes, it is.
Who on both of them?
Yeah, because I can do it
Nice.
up to 3.
Yeah, you can bane up to 3 creatures.
Fine.
What's your save DC?
14.
They both fail. So they are baned.
They are baned.
Yeah.
Indeed. So that's a D4 off of their attack rolls and saving throws.
Correct. For up to
Alright.
a minute.
Beautiful.
Indeed, as long as you can hold concentration.
Yes. So I'm gonna just stay hunker down behind Aerodyn.
Okay.
No one look at me.
Stay away. Oren, you're up.
Okay. I'm assuming we're within like 30 feet of them, right? Or we're pretty far away.
You're 60 foot away. There is what appears to be some kind of wall that Soup's arrows keep hitting in the 30-foot range in between you, cutting you off.
Is it like a force wall?
It's invisible. So
Oh,
you don't really know.
Okay. Well, I don't really know, so I'm gonna just go my 35 feet. I don't think I quite hit that, so then I'm going to cast the radiant firebolt, and I'm going to shoot some fireballs. 2, because I get my 2 attacks, because I'm gonna remember that this time.
As a miss.
17 and a 23 to hit.
Okay. You fire off 2 firebolts, and they also scatter against the wall.
Hmm.
8. then yeah, I'm out of movement, so that's all I got, I guess.
Okay. It is her turn. She is going to go ahead and...
That being the gnome?
Yes, it's the gnome's turn. They're going to go ahead and drop concentration on Wall of Force. Actually, that's what they are going to do. Because they want to get to you as much as you want to get to them.
Good.
Bring it on, Lost. Come on.
And they go ahead and point at Aerodyn, and they smile and just say, soon enough, soon enough. And there's a small flash of energy from their finger.
Great.
And that's the end of their turn.
Aerodyn just spits on the ground.
Okay. It is the other individual's turn. They're going to go ahead and cast False Life on themselves in order to give themselves a little bit more HP. And they're going to go ahead and try and hit you with a Ray of Frost. They're going to aim for Jotra. Not with that roll there.
You're gonna aim poorly.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subtract that D4.
It's not going to hit anyway.
Now
D4
I
is
want
not
you to
needed.
subtract that D4.
Tell me what the
I'll
result is.
subtract the D4.
Well, yeah.
There you go. It brought them down from an 8 to a 6.
Fantastic.
Yes. Satisfaction.
Okay, that is their turn. They have a little bit more HP. Aerodyn.
How far are they from me?
They are 60 foot.
60 foot. Okay, so I'm gonna use my full movement to walk forward, and I'm gonna spin my sword around and flick out a witch bolt.
Well, first of all, I'd like you to make a charisma saving throw.
Ooh.
Fuckers. 15.
Okay. You go ahead and step forwards, and this sudden wall of bluish energy appears directly in front of you. You are trapped in a force cage.
Oh, jeez.
My eyes are wide, and my eyes are just trained on Jotra. And as they move back to the two Luna Saritas, Aerodyn looks pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And with my bonus action, I'm gonna tap my shoulder anyway and hum and use my blade song. And I guess that's my turn.
Bang.
A rumph.
A rum. Aerodyn's pissed. That's
Okay, Jotra, you are up. Soup, you will be on deck.
What kind of armor are they wearing?
They appear to be wearing light armor,
Light armor? Metal?
studded leather. So, kind of. Studs are metal, so it counts.
Okay, so I'm gonna heat metal the one who cast Force Cage. I'm gonna heat metal their armor. So they just automatic no saves. No saves.
Oh, because it's metal?
They automatically take 2d8 fire damage, and until they drop the object or this rope, I guess, they'll have disadvantage on the attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn. As long as they keep taking the damage every turn, they keep getting that disadvantage. 2d8. Let's.
Okay.
Let's do
That's
it.
not a projectile.
Oh,
I love heat metal so
Which
much.
is good. Oh wait, Wall of Force is already down, so it's fine.
okay.
I was
13
like,
points of
wait,
fire
wait,
damage.
stop giving me clues.
Okay, and that is how much damage?
13 points.
13 points of fire damage.
I almost rolled
Alright.
max. That was 3.
Ooh. Okie doke.
And as Jotra does, he's like, let her go and I'll let you go.
Okay. So, you watch as the one that you've heated metal on, she begins to kind of wince, and then she goes ahead and smiles at you, almost kind of like that twisted smile. As she does so, though, you watch as she suddenly staggers, and a little bit of blood begins to drip from her mouth, as this large, golden, glowing needle pushes itself straight through her chest, as Sally has cast Spiritual Weapon and managed to deal a natural 20. So,
Go Sally!
Ooh.
Go Sally!
Sally.
Go Sally! Go Sally!
I love that Sally's spiritual weapon is a sewing needle. That's amazing.
I also love that I have no idea who Sally is, and twice in my notes now I have who the fuck is Sally?
That's incredible.
so she has dealt
Sally's
14
great.
points of radiant to them, and is then going to go ahead and use. And they're probably going to use their action to channel divinity and give themselves some health, honestly. They'll go ahead and heal themselves because they are not looking good after this exchange. Yeah,
Yes,
that's their
please save
turn.
her. Please keep her alive. Please.
Soup.
Oh,
Soup, you are up. Dewan is on deck. Sorry, Jojo.
no, it's so I can bonus action attack with Kalamos or a Pavasari. I know Pavasari is too far away, but can Kalamos fire off a shot?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Still
yeah.
hold it, still on my wrist. I'll just gotta fire off. The,
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry.
Strike. Oh, that's okay. That's a natural 20. What the hell is going on tonight? Okay, all right.
Dude, you are rolling fire.
Dude, I've never rolled this well in any game ever in my entire life. Okay, so that is 6 plus. So rolled 3, doubled to 6, plus 2, 8 points of force damage.
Okay. And is that to the gnome?
Yes,
The
yeah, I
one who
want to try
cast
to.
the force cage.
Yeah, because he would have done it at the same time, trying to break her concentration, not knowing if he can or not. So would have been directly at
Okay.
her.
Cool.
I see. It's nice
All
putting
right.
on a D4.
Yeah. Yeah.
How far from did Sally move away from them, or is she still?
Sally has another chance to move away because she can't afford to take an attack of opportunity. So Sally's still right in the thick of it. She's still being like held currently.
Get it. Okay. Well, in that case, how close together are these two?
Literally right next to each other.
Okay. I'm gonna target the one that is farthest from Sally, if there is one.
The gnome is 5 foot away. The drow
Okay.
is currently has him
Um,
pinned.
So Sally's probably gonna take this damage. Sorry, Sally. He's going to take like this arrow that kind of glows a little bit and has like kind of a crackly, like almost like a firecracker like look to it. Takes
Okay.
it, puts it in as crossbow, locks it in, and fires it at the gnome. A 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
I'm
the.
I don't know, like a mage armor or something like. And that is a bursting arrow. So what it's going to do is, as soon as it hits, it ignites and explodes.
Okay.
And all the creatures within 10 are going to take some extra damage.
Okay.
Force damage. The gnome is going to take 16 damage from that.
16. All right.
And then Sally is going to take 6. And the other bad person is going to take 7. And then I'm going to attack the gnome again, if possible.
Certainly, certainly.
Okay, 28. And then 8 more piercing damage. And then I'm going to use my action surge to attack 2 more times.
Soup,
Okay.
soup, soup, soup. It's just the sound of all 4 of the
19
herbs.
does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Okay. That's going to be 11 and 12. So another 23 damage to the gnome.
Okay, another 23 damage.
And yeah. That's me. I'm going to move into melee with them
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
and take out a short sword.
All right. Dewan, you're up. Oren, you're on deck.
Cool. Gonna follow that with a sacred flame on the drow that's holding Sally. Who the fuck is Sally? No
Okay.
idea. None. So
That's
there-
a 24 to save.
All right, cool. It saves. Yep. But I'm gonna bonus action healing word Sally because she's looking rough.
Okay.
Mm.
Sally will appreciate that.
Man, it's so nice having a cleric in the party.
It is
What is this?
major improvement.
A wizard and an artificer can't handle it? What?
Sally gets healed 7 points. Hey.
Okay. Still not looking great, but it's a lot better than she was looking.
The good thing about the force cage is that Dewan has something to hide behind.
True.
Pop out.
Silver lining.
Okay, Dewan, are you finished?
Yes, that's yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Oren, you are up. Aerodyn, you
Oren-
will be on deck.
I think I saw the force wall kind of drop, so he's gonna kind of go forward cautiously for a second, realize that there is no wall there anymore, and then he's just going to sprint up and take 2 attacks with his quarterstaff. As he's jumping, he's going to cast Saya's Touch. So again, the tattoo of the tree is going to glow. Fire energy just goes up to his arm, ignites the quarterstaff, and he's going to bam, bam, right across the drow's face.
Go Oren.
All right.
Oren. Go Oren.
Probably not great though.
Get it, boy. Get it, boy.
Okay, so diet 20 on the first one, and then 17.
Okay, both will hit.
Okay, cool. 17, oh, this is on the drow. 17.
Cool.
Okay. Awesome.
Hit them. Do what I can't.
And then, okay, so that's for both of those, and then
Assholes.
plus the fire damage from Saya's Touch.
They always target
So
the
a
wizard.
total of 10 bludgeoning and 5 fire damage on that. And then
Okay.
I will burn a key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Yeah.
And do the exact same damn thing again. Just crack. 26 and 16.
Okay. 26 and 16 both will hit.
Both hit. All right. All right. So let's just roll these puppies again. 7 bludgeoning and 8 fire.
All right. Awesome.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. They're going to have very similar turns this turn. So the gnome goes first. it goes ahead and pulls its greatsword out. You notice as the greatsword almost begins to shrink as it's drawn into this long sword that now rests in their hands. They look at it, they swing it once, they swing it twice, they point forwards, and they begin to hum this soft, creepy song. They activate their blade song. They'll go ahead and use their action to cast Mage Armor because they weren't expecting this much resistance. And then they're going to go ahead and action surge so that they can go ahead and cast another spell. This one is going to go ahead and point at Aerodyn and just say, "You've been away for far, far, far too long, haven't you? And I would like you to make a wisdom save, please."
Dice don't fail me now. Wow. Oh,
Is it
I don't
considered
even
an
think-
attack roll?
No.
Mhm.
You have inspiration.
Oh, wait. A wisdom saving throw. I'm good at those, so I am going to use my D4 of inspiration to help me out. So 7, 8, 9, 15.
15 just fails.
No! Why weren't you a 3? You dirty rat bastard!
You motherfucker!
You hear the clanging of blades against blades.
Oh,
As the
not this shit
force-
again.
As the force cage falls around you,
Oh no, my hiding spot's about to die.
you hear
Fuck Aerodyn.
you hear a whisper. Do what you were trained to do, as you are now under the effects of Dominate Person.
Oh no!
Oh no! I take it back.
Oh,
I'm gonna go first. You can go after me.
As you hear not the gnome's voice, but Valirki's in your head
That
simply say,
Bitch.
"Kill them all."
Mm-hmm. That's alright. That's alright. You're gonna have to make some concentration checks on that.
The other one is going to do a
I've
very
already
similar. The other one is going to the other one is going to do a very similar turn. It's going to go ahead and kind of flourish its rapier, hum a song, and blade sing. It's going to use its action to Mage Armor, and then it's also going to action surge in order to cast who's in front of it right now? It's Soup that's in front of it right now, right?
What, the drow?
The drow? I'm right up in
Orin.
his face, yeah.
That's all right.
Okay, it's Orin. Okay, I'd like you to make a dex save, which is actually pretty good for you, but she doesn't know that.
Yeah, 22.
Okay. And with evasion, I think you have that, or not yet? I don't know.
You should
don't
think that's
know.
fifth
Rogue
level.
thing, isn't it?
No,
I mean, I
no, it's a
have-
monk thing. You can.
No, monks get it too.
I don't think. I think it's
It's 5th or 6th level.
Dang
I'm
it!
there yet.
You poor people. That's fine.
Who's in charge of leveling us? You haven't leveled up in
If only I was
months.
one more level higher, DM. No.
That is 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 points of fire damage.
Oh, fuck.
As she casts Burning Hands just directly in front of her.
Whoosh.
She won't catch Soup, because if she catches Soup, she'll catch her ally. So she's not going to point it that way. She's just going to point it directly at Orin. Okay. Aerodyn. While the target is charmed, it does its best to obey whatever telepathic commands. It can specify a simple or general course of action, such as attack that creature, run over there, or fetch that object. If the creature completes the order and doesn't receive further direction, it defends itself.
So I take my turn. I just have to follow.
You were told to kill them all.
Kill them all.
Having flashbacks to the It series.
Oh, fuck. I hate all of this. Aerodyn's gonna turn around and start wailing on Dewan.
Not the cleric.
Oh,
The cleric alone.
okay, all right.
Does a 15 hit?
No, nope. Slide
gonna
right
come
in.
Bonus action, with the other end of her blade.
Okay.
All right, okay.
16 plus 7.
Yeah, no, that would hit. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not so.
Listen, I'm only a cleric.
I'm not a monster level 20 fighter
That's
with
gonna
full
be,
armor.
9 points of slashing damage plus booming blade.
Ouch.
Jeez.
And as
Joke's on you, clerics
she's
don't move.
and she's moving with like military precision, and you can her eyes are glazed over.
Okay, wait, is that just 9 points of damage total? Or, yep.
Mhm.
Okay. 8. Cool. Chill. Great.
Cool. No doubt.
Cool, no doubt.
Hey, did Aerodyn just hit someone? No.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow, that's harsh. All right.
no.
it's just the guy mind controlling her.
Just kidding, Cole. I know, right?
Narratively, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, actually,
Yep.
it would.
It really does.
Well, that's Aerodyn's turn. I don't think I have a reaction to spend. Yep. That's
Okay.
Jotra.
Wonderful. That's Jotra.
Jotra is going to look at the one, the dwarf who dominated, and he's going to continue the fire damage, and he's going to close his hand. She's like, she's home. She doesn't need you anymore. She's not one of you. She is free. And he's going to then throw some magic stones. The first one's a natural fucking 20. The second one is a dirty 20, and I just don't know what to do with all of this information. So 5,
Okay.
13
What's
points
your-
for the
the power
fire.
of love saves
Disappointing.
the day. The power
What's my
of love will
modifier?
save the day.
Yeah.
Plus 8.
Yes.
Okay, 1 second.
Sure.
Agreed.
So that's. No, they currently have an AC of 21, so the 20 doesn't hit.
All right. Good thing. One's doing the lifting of 2. So the fire damage is 13 points of fire damage. And then... Now, I forget, on crits, do I double modifier as well, or is it just dice?
I'm a double everything guy. On a
Alright.
crit, you double the end result.
All right, 15 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
Or no,
so-
20. Sorry, 20.
I was gonna say, how's 15 a double? It's an odd number.
Yeah, no, sorry. I doubled, and then I forgot to... Yeah, so 20 points of magical force damage from the stone as he throws it. And then
Okay.
moving up with
Nice.
Pavisari into scrapping territory.
All right.
Concentration.
Yep. They get advantage because they're blade singing, so that is
Disadvantage
a-
because it's an
minus
ability
4.
check for the...
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
That is very true. It's still a 17.
Minus D4.
Minus
I am
D4.
minus D4.
Minus a D4.
Minus D4. I hope you're minusing those D4. Counts with support
Oh,
save
she
throws.
fails.
Yes. There is a
Nice.
point.
Very pushed it.
I have.
Digital hawks.
Hey, help!
As quickly as you've found yourself regimented, Aerodyn, the voice leaves your mind as Jotra's scream echoes and almost pushes Valeki's voice out of your head. You see Dewan slightly bloodied in front of you.
Have a slash.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's a scratch. I own cats. I've had many scratches.
It's gonna hurt when that booming blade goes off, though.
Don't move.
Yeah, don't move.
Right? It's like you sat a
Literally,
landmine underneath
do
her.
not move.
It's fine.
Oh my god, thank fuck.
Great. Just gonna stay here. Yep.
I'll dispel
Continue
magic.
to hide. Continue to hide behind my shield because I can't move.
I think it only lasts a minute, so if we get out of this alive. Big if.
We're doing great so far. What do you mean?
Okay. Sally is going to panic. Sally is not in a good spot. First of all,
no.
spiritual weapon on the gnome. That's gonna miss, unfortunately. And she's gonna go ahead.
The gnome is flanked.
The gnome is flanked, but spiritual weapon doesn't get flanking bonus.
Oh, that's true.
Because
It doesn't stay.
It's just a floating needle.
Not you. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll take the disadvantage and she'll just go ahead and kind of just say, oh, leave them alone already. She's going to go ahead and fire off a guiding bolt, which is a 23. That'll hit.
Yeah.
Check that out. Which is 10 points of radiant, and the next attack on the gnome has advantage. All right. Soup, you are
I really
up.
don't like this gnome.
Oh, Soup, you're up. Dewan, you're on deck.
He takes a second short out since he's got advantage. He sees him light up, and he's like, huh. That's going to be a 23. That's first attack.
On who?
On the gnome.
Okay, she's going to go ahead and use her reaction to cast Shield to boost her AT up to 26.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Ooh, got a 26.
She would.
The gnome has boosted up her AC for the rest of the turn.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
she cast
that's
shield.
27 on the second attack, so
That'll
suck
just hit.
Yeah.
You'll never.
It's like sping.
Bold of you to assume. Bitch.
So sick of your stupid magic. And bonus action, because light weapons, that is a 26 on the nose.
Okay, play a favor, so it'll hit.
Yay, advantage.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's 2 attacks there. So that's going to be a total of 15 slashing damage.
15 slashing damage. All right. She's not looking the best. She's not entirely pleased.
He's gonna like
Damn Skippy.
as she shields, he's gonna like move around and go, "You're slow."
You're too slow. You are Sonic.
I can. Yeah.
You're too slow. Oh man. Why did I fall right into that? All right, that's it. That's what.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? Yeah?
The one.
I
You're
don't
up.
like when you do
Lauren,
that.
you're on
I
deck.
don't- yeah, what? How is Sally still looking rough?
I mean, Sally's still not looking fantastic. You've taken a few hits.
I've taken one hit. I've taken a single hit. And would you say that we're all like within 30 feet of each other?
If you've gone ahead and moved yourself forward to where the force wall was, yes.
I have
If you
no
haven't-
idea.
If you haven't moved, though,
I think that you and Aerodyn were still kind of far back.
yeah, I
We're
think
still-
you and Aerodyn
we're
are still
still
at
far
60
back.
foot. Yeah. So you and Aerodyn are, but no one else would be.
Oh, Aerodyn, I gotta move.
If it helps, it's only a D8 of damage.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm moving. I'm getting closer. I want to get within so that everyone is 30 feet.
Okay. You can definitely do that. You'll
Cool.
take a D8 of thunder damage.
I
Booming
rolled a
blade
5.
me. All right,
5.
that's not awful. And I'm going to, hey y'all, I'm a cleric. Cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay, Beacon of Hope.
So everyone has advantage on wisdom, or all of us, our party and Sally, has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. And if I heal you, you regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, look at me, I'm doing cleric things. And then I'm going to bonus action healing word, Sally.
Okay.
Wait.
Is that 2 leveled spells?
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
healing word's a
gonna.
cantrip.
Yeah, if you cast a leveled spell as a bonus action, the
Yeah,
regular
never
action has
mind.
to be a cantrip.
Never mind. That was my action. So.
Okay.
I'm good for now. Later, next time.
Awesome.
Oh my god, light
I guess
ray
I could
out.
sacred. I guess I could sacred flame. I'm gonna sacred flame someone.
Okay, Boomer Blade. No, I hate it, but also
Oh,
It's okay.
God.
It's okay. Oh my
Thanks, I
god.
hate it.
Your
Okay.
turn.
Oh no, when met Sally, Adam, you son of a bitch.
So have you taken the D8 of damage?
I have.
Cool. So that is Dwan's turn. Unless there's anything else.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wanted to do your turn, or is that everything done? Dwan.
I'm thinking. That's everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were frozen on screen, so I couldn't tell whether the internet had just
Oh.
gone or something. You were just kind of looking into the ether.
Frozen or thinking? It was like.
Part of it was I went to my damage and I was like, why is there 35 typed in there? When did I hit 3? What happened?
Okay.
35 points of damage. I'm dead.
Okay, so Orin, you
All
are.
right,
Aerodyn, you
so-
will be on deck.
I am still face to face with the drow, so I'm going to try to take out his kneecaps with my quarterstaff again. Just bam, bam, pop, pop.
Okay.
The first one will definitely hit for 27. The second one is going to be 16. Oh, that hits too, right?
What's plus your modifier? Or is that plus your modifier?
That's plus the modifier. Yeah.
Who
It was an 8 and an 8. Yeah.
You'll need to be at 21.
Oh, son of a bitch! Why did I write down?
They cast
Because
Mage
Because
Armor.
she cast Mage Armor and
Oh.
Blade Song, which boosts her AC to 21.
Okay, but the 27 will get him.
The 27 will hit. She won't bother to shield because that's going to hit regardless.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
All right.
Oh, come on,
So-
use your reaction. Come on.
That's just with the size touch. You get the
Good.
extra, so that's going to be 6 bludgeoning and 4 fire. Awesome. And then we'll burn another key point to do flurry of blows. So we're going to try it again.
It's all in the rhythm.
Okay,
all
so
in the rhythm.
there's another 27 on the first one, and then
Okay.
plus 8 is going to be 21, but I'll use my D4 inspiration to see if that works.
21, it's player's favor, so you'll still
Oh.
hit with a 21.
Okay, perfect. Awesome, so I can get those 2. Where's my other D4? There it is. All right, and so that's 8 bludgeoning with 4 fire damage for
Okay.
those 2.
And I'd like you to make a dex save, please.
Okay. I think I'm gonna use an inspiration just in case. Yeah, my 1 on the D4. That's nice. 11. So 17.
Okay, 17 just saves.
Your one
So
help.
That
you
1
will
on the
take-
D4 inspiration.
You will take half. We'll take 2, 6, 11, 14 half. So
So 7.
7 points of fire damage from a hellish rebuke. She just kind of points at you and just says, "You need to cease this," and points towards you as this white flame suddenly engulfs you for a moment and just chars across your skin.
Fires me home, bitch.
All right.
I was born of this. No.
True. I need...
No.
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 Yeah, you're in a forest. It makes sense. I would like everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh.
Ah, boy.
I'm sorry, a dex or a wisdom?
Dexterity, please.
I am
Can
going to
make it
burn one
less-
of my donation advantages, please.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, and it was
Oh,
worse.
thank goodness.
Doesn't it?
Oh, that's the worst.
When that happens. That's an 11.
15.
Okay. So Jotra and Dewan save. Everyone else fails. As you feel this sudden push against your entire body. The gnome has pulled out its sword, and with the other hand, you see this almost purple and white energy begin to form, and they suddenly smile and raise their hands up. Everyone who failed goes 100 foot flying into the air.
No.
This is going to be bad.
Damn
Those
it.
of you who saved, you are also launched flying into the air, but you managed to go ahead and grab onto a tree branch and just keep yourselves there. You're probably about 20 foot up, but you're holding onto this branch, so you're not launched all the way up.
And that was Dewan and Jotra?
Dewan and Jotra saved, everyone else failed, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're launched up, but...
Monk.
You are 100
we
foot
haven't
into the air.
Okay, we haven't fallen yet.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna swoop in on my turn then. Oh,
Mhm.
bitches.
The other one is going to go ahead and
Oh, there's
attempt. It's going to go ahead and attempt a thing. Whether it's going to
Why?
hit.
Don't forget to roll. No, wait, no, never mind. You're done. You're done rolling the d4. I'm busy concentrating on something else.
Oh,
Noble Bane.
Did you roll a concentration?
Shield of Faith, so no more. Yeah, you haven't taken damage, so you don't need to roll concentration. It's just Shield of Faith is also concentration, so it will override Bane.
Beacon of Hope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Beacon of Hope, yeah. Sorry.
Beacon of Hope. Yeah. I focused
Okay.
on the healing because I'm a cleric.
So there are, how many members of the party are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Sally. Okay. So
Where's Sally?
the
Did she get
last two
launched?
bolts, she also got launched. She failed her save.
Oh no.
Yeet.
Super.
Oh no.
So the last two bolts are gonna go to Orin because you chatted. You chatted shit, and she's irritated. And she's gonna go for Jotra because you also chatted shit, and she's irritated. Okay, so
Eddie.
she goes
I
ahead
mean, what do you
and
expect?
pulls her rapier. She kind of holds it with a finger at the point, and as she begins to spin it in place, the light from the sun begins to reflect off as these multicolored beams shoot in a spray and begin to hit multiple targets. So,
These people use swords for sword fighting.
Use them for everything but sword fighting.
Do they look magic missile-y or more Eldritch Blasty?
neither.
Okay.
So everyone
Magic
needs to make
spray.
a dex save because I can't read this spell apparently. I thought it was
Oh,
an on
everyone?
hit, but it's not. Yes.
Even the people that are 100 feet away?
No, because it's a 60-foot cone actually. So it's
Oh.
only Dewan and Jotra.
Fuck's sake.
Please let the range of the spell be shorter.
Oh,
19.
okay.
17.
Okay. So, Joshua, you are hit by the... You are hit by the green. Dwan. Oops. You are hit by the blue and the orange.
What?
What does that mean?
So that is...
There's one prismatic spray.
This is not good.
Oh, 19 saves. What did you get, Dwan?
I got 17.
17 also just saves.
Oh my god.
That was so many dice.
That is... hang on, I'm not done.
I'm
Not done!
worried.
Oh no.
I'm worried.
Fear.
Okay, Jotra, that is 10d6, which equates to halved. It's 22 points of cold damage. The one you're about to get hit with 20d6.
I'm
I'm
out.
so sorry.
I'm out.
We'll see.
Unless he rolls all ones.
I am very sorry. That's 4 ones, to be fair. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Out of 20.
Yeah, but you get half because
No, I've only rolled 10 so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12,
Wow.
20, 10 points of 10 points of lightning. Orange. 10 points of acid damage.
And
14
my-
points of acid
oh
damage.
my god.
Yeah, 14
Right,
points
don't
of acid
do
damage,
this.
and I'm sorry. 24 points of poison.
That's not
Save.
half, right?
No, that's on saves.
Dawn falls to the ground from 60 foot up because she's out cold.
Oh. No,
You're 20 foot up, so you're good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you're 20 foot. You're good.
I'm
You're good. You're good.
still rolling death saves.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Wait. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That is her turn. Aerodyn, you are quite literally up.
Okay. The fuck? Okay. Where is Orin and Soup are in the air with me?
Everyone is in the air with you apart from Jotra and Dewan.
Can I have 40 feet of fly movement. Can I grab people? I want to grab Soup and Orin and Sally if I can get to her, but priority of Orin and Soup.
You are currently falling upwards, so I will say go ahead and make a dex check with disadvantage to see if you can actually go over there.
Oh, like we're being forced up then?
Mm-hmm. Reverse gravity.
Reverse gravity, bad. Okay. Well, I hate it. Wow, I rolled a 6 and a 5. That +2 isn't gonna do shit. 7.
Okay. You find yourself pushing and trying to fight this gravitic force that's currently pushing you up. Your wings spread, but you feel them beginning to bend under the strain. It's not pleasant. You're not quite able to move over there. You can still go ahead and do your turn, though.
Okay, I hate that. I don't even think I can do anything. We're so high up in the air. I don't have anything that has a distance of 100 feet. Fuck, I don't know. That threw my entire plan out the window, literally.
I think that's the idea.
I
Mm-hmm.
hate.
Mm-hmm.
Can I Misty Step to Soup?
What's the distance on Misty Step?
30 feet.
You could Misty Step to him, yeah, but you would still be trapped in the reverse gravity.
That's fine. I just want to get to someone for when the spell ends.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna hold. Fuck, I don't even know. I'm gonna hold a witch bolt for when I get back into range of bitch 1 and bitch 2.
You're holding
Okay.
a bitch
I'm
bolt.
holding a bitch bolt, yes. a bitch repellent, if you will.
Okay.
So
You
that's all I
certainly
got.
can. All right. That is Aerodyn. Jotra, you are up. Soup, you will be on deck.
So
You are hanging onto a tree.
Jotra's going to pop out Calamos to fly over so he can deliver the touch spell Cure Wounds to Dawan. Dawan will heal 8 points of just healing, type of healing. And then as his bonus action, he's just gonna continue the heat metal to see if we can make her break her concentration. 6 and a 4, 10 points of fire damage.
Okay. I want. Did you settle on a stat block for Calamos?
Yeah, Calamos has the it is here. It's basically the homunculus servant stat block.
It will also have to make a dex save
Or what?
for reverse gravity.
Oh, okay.
It's a concentration spell. It'll continue.
21.
Okay. So it goes ahead and bolts across. The feeling of gravity begins to push against it. It kind of just buries one of its little hummingbird kind of claws into the branch and then delivers the cure wounds on Dawan, as Dawan is kind of like splayed across this tree branch at this point. Okay.
Badass.
All right. And then go ahead and do the heat metal, yeah?
10 points of fire damage.
10 points of fire damage. Oh my god, you get advantage on this one. You suck. Okay, so the good news is it breaks concentration. The bad news is you all plummet 100 foot.
Fuck. Yep. Yep. should've seen that
I
coming.
have soup.
Oh, poor
Oren, do you
Sally.
have slow fall?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
If Sally has feather fall,
Lucky for you, she does.
Oh, good. Okay.
She's going to go ahead and cast Featherfall. So that is...
Sure, if I remember right, she can cast on all of us.
She can.
If Soup would rather go down with Featherfall, that's up to him.
I don't know, it's up to Sally.
It's a 60-foot radius, and she can go ahead and... she can cast it on 5 people. So she'll cast it on herself, Soup, Aerodyn. She'll cast it on Oren as well. And then Jotra
I think
and
I'm
Dawan don't need it because they are 20 foot. So they'll take like...
Actually, I think I'm still 100 feet up. I think I'm out of range, but it's okay.
No, she's also 100 feet
yeah,
up.
she's with
She's
you.
up there with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's all with you. So yeah,
with
it's-
Featherfall, would I still be able to like dive down, fly?
You fall 60 foot per round.
I want to get down there faster.
So you'll fall 60 foot, so you'll be within a 40 foot range of them on the start of your turn.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
That's Sally's
stressed.
turn.
I want to hit them.
So as you
They
all
make me hit
fall,
my friends and then they yeet me into the sky. Right.
I'm gonna throw
Otra,
up.
Dewan, you're on the ground. Everyone else is 40 foot up. Soup is up. Dewan is on deck.
Okay. As he's like brought way up and then coming back down, he has like put his swords away, put his crossbow back out, and it's just like, and like looks down, and he's going to attack with a grasping bolt. No. And that's going to be, oh, well, that's interesting. Okay. 23.
That'll hit.
Okay.
No, they're not going to shield.
It's like,
You're good.
want to use another shield? Go ahead. Keep using spell slots. Makes me happy. That's 9 damage, and then he's going to attack again. Oh, sorry. Actually, it's a grasping bolt, so I lied.
Yeah.
That's 9 plus. Oh, that's cool. 2 poison damage, and
Okie doke.
the vine just kind of like wrap around the leg that it like gets into. And he's going to attack again. That is a 28. I literally rolled double 13s and then double 18s.
Nice.
All right.
Hell yeah.
That is 13 piercing damage.
All right. Ouch. She's not looking too great right now.
That's what you get.
That's what you get when you mess with the warrior!
I would have loved to have done some of that damage.
And then if the gnome moves, she'll take slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Even 1 foot.
All right. Cool. So, that is Soup's turn. Dewan, you are up. Orin on deck.
So Dewan almost died. Slash was knocked out. So go big, go home. I'm going to cast freaking Spirit Guardians.
My favorite
Okay.
spell ever. Love it.
And Dewan's Spirit Guardians seem to step out of like the trees and ground themselves, and they look like celestial forest animals. So you've got stag and panthers and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Patronuses unite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to have to when the two bitches start their turn, they have to roll a wisdom saving throw. And then I'm going to bonus action shift.
Okay, fantastic.
The health. So the claws get strong and long. And I look a little more feral. But mostly for the health.
Okay. Awesome. So, that is Dewan's turn then, unless there's anything else you wanted to do. Otherwise, we can go ahead and move to Orin with Aerodyn eventually on deck.
Okay, so as he is being shot up into the air, he's gonna kind of like right himself and get ready for a 3-point landing, and then the Featherfall spell hits, so he's just kind of falling slowly in form, like, oh, okay, so then he's going to position himself like kind of like Ender's Game, like through his hands, like through his feet, and just launch the Radiant Firebolt at first the Drow. So 2 going at you, 2 attacks. 24 and 18.
18 will miss, 24 will hit.
All right. And so that is not great. Wait, hold on a second. What is the damage on that? 6, yeah, okay. That's 5. So that's gonna be 8 and 6, 14 fire damage on that one.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Only one of them freaking hit.
Only one of them hit, yeah. So
All
which
right,
strike was the one that...
All right, I rolled 2d6, so I'm just going to re-roll the d6. Sorry. Okay, 9 fire damage.
Okay, and was that against the drow or the gnome?
That was the drow, and then I'm going to burn a key point to launch 2 more radiant firebolts at the gnome this time.
All right.
Boom, and that's going to be die at 20 and 22.
Okay, the gnome is going to shield both of those. Because the gnome is not looking good. The gnome is taking a beating so far.
It's a bad
Damn right. I don't know, Ray. Let's see what they're gonna do on their turn. Are you gonna cock block me?
I mean, probably.
Good.
What's the
Do
matter,
it.
Gnome?
Do it.
Scared?
Launch
Orin's
me into the
turn.
sky so that I miss
Yeah.
my turn.
No, so that'll end Orin's turn. He's just going to float down for the rest of it, and try to get as close to Dewan as he can, if he can, kind of air swim.
Okay. Seeing that they are tremendously losing, the gnome is going to attempt to teleport.
Oh no!
You gotta
I-
roll to save. It's your turn. You
Mage
gotta
Slayer.
roll to save.
She does have to
Slayer.
roll the save.
Mage Slayer. Mage Slayer.
She's not within
Yes,
melee
Mage
range.
You motherfucker.
You gotta roll to save.
You're still 40 foot up. Yeah.
Gotta roll the
wisdom, wisdom save first.
I said until I'm
Uh,
within range. Until I'm within range.
Yeah, you will be in range next turn because you're still 40 foot up. Oh, you have
Arc
Witch
Lightning.
Bolt though.
Yeah.
You held Witch Bolt. That's not Mage Slayer, but you can Witch Bolt, definitely.
Mage Slayer Witch Bolt.
It could.
Mage
Slay
Slayer
mage
is the
with my Witch
feat. Mage Slayer is the feat.
Yes.
What was the yes, Spirit Guardians. Natural wand, so 3d8 radiant.
Good.
Oh, you get 18 points of radiant damage.
Oof. She's still up, so she's gonna still attempt to teleport.
Did the witch bolt cut off when she went? Is the witch bolt range 30 feet or 60? Because if she held it to when she was in range, she would have floated into range at the end of her turn.
Yeah, true.
So can I do it?
I don't know. What's the range on Witch Bolt?
30 feet.
30 feet.
So no. You're still 10 foot out of range for Witch Bolt.
Fun of
Could
a
I
sitch.
change it to arc lightning?
No.
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 Doo-doo.
Right. She is still going to attempt to teleport.
No.
No.
Ray, don't take this from me.
I mean, she's not taking her friend with her,
Fine.
and you definitely have something that could possibly stop her.
Well, and
I
as
still
soon as
have
she
something.
moves, even
I
after
can't
teleporting,
do anything.
just take damage.
Would you like to counterspell?
Yes.
There you go. You can attempt a counterspell if you like.
I would love to counterspell.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna counterspell.
Okay. So, teleport is a 7th level spell. So you will need to be a 17 on a ability check plus your spellcasting ability.
Got this. You got this.
So just a D20,
D20 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
not my spell attack, spell modifier.
Yeah, your spell ability.
Okay.
Intellect.
Oh god.
So intelligence.
Oh, god. I'm gonna
Delective!
go up.
Come
I
on.
can't.
Wait.
Can I give her my advantage?
I think I
I
still.
think.
Haha, wait,
No.
I gave you inspiration.
You have inspiration from Jotra singing.
I already used that.
Oh,
You have a
okay.
D4 and Jesse just donated inspiration in the chat, so
And that's a D4.
I will let it slide. I will let it slide.
Is that a D4? Is it a D4
Get it, girl.
for inspiration?
Have you already
D6.
Or is it D6? D6. Okay. 18.
Yes.
So as
So what that looks like, as Aerodyn's coming down, she sees her starting to cast it. She is going to, her blade swirls in the wind that it makes a noise, and she flicks that out.
Does it look like a crescent moon?
I was almost picturing like a little mini, almost like a tornado type thing, but yeah, heck it. Yeah.
Heck
Like an
it.
Aang airball.
Mm-hmm.
Your son gone? We were all thinking it.
Add some moonlight in there, yeah.
So
Moon shit.
this spell fizzles in the gnome's hand, and she growls as this grip around this long sword just tightens. As she does this, the drow smiles and just says, well, first of all, she takes, she has to make a wisdom save. With a 20 dirty, she'll make it. So she takes half as much damage from Spirit Guardians. And as she takes this damage, she just smiles and says, "You never could beat her." And she teleports away without the gnome.
Did she say that to the gnome?
Yeah.
No honor amongst thieves.
Sick
I would like you to know that she got 10 points anyways.
Okay. Yeah, 10 points of radiant damage, and she goes ahead and bounce away.
Hope she's bleeding wherever she landed.
Which brings us to Aerodyn's turn. You are still 40 foot elevated.
I want to land. Okay, so I have 40 feet. Oh no, it's gonna take.
It's okay, you can cast at the end of your turn. When you hit the ground.
Yeah.
If you
It's the same as if you used your movement and then did something. You're just using your movement to fall.
Yeah. Well, no, I was picturing something in my head and I was like, oh, fine.
Mission Impossible.
I'm going to. As I land fully on the ground, and as I stand up, I drag my blade across and I bring it back down, and I want to use Arc Lightning. Can I cast it at second level and have her be the second target?
No. That's not quite how it works.
I want to hit you again.
I want to hit you
I'm gonna
so
hit you
many
again.
times.
It's gonna be called Circle Lightning.
Circle light.
The circle of
Fuck
light.
you.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it in the shape of a heart.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Her
Fuck
AC
you.
is still 21, so.
Hmm?
Her AC is still 21, so that will pass.
Okay.
She still has Mage Armor and Blade Song active.
That sucks. Okay. Bonus action.
Stupid
Yeah, I did use my bonus action. No, I didn't. When I went to hit, does that count? Can I like bring the other end of the blade up?
Did you get into
Blade
melee
two.
range with her?
I only had 40 feet of movement, so I had to. I landed.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you were standing next to her when you got thrown in the air.
Yeah, so you can use. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Two
and
weapon fighting.
whack her. Yeah.
Great. So, pop, smack.
Waka.
21.
21 makes it.
Thank God. Please just let me have one hit. Just one hit. I beg of you. That's gonna be 7 points of slashing damage, and I'm gonna cast Booming Blade on her because fuck her.
Okay, 7 points. She is gonna go ahead and cast Hellish Rebuke. However, she's within 5 foot of you, so you do get an attack of opportunity because of Mage Slayer.
Something. No, that's a dirty 20.
Okay. So you need to make a dex save, please.
Man, this die does not like. That's a 10. 3.
Okay, that is a 10. It's only a first level. That is going to be 8 points of fire damage.
Okay, I'm okay.
And she is not looking good.
I'm gonna look her in the eye and just be like, if you want him, you're gonna have to go through me.
Did you roll with advantage on your save?
I did not.
Lights on. Lights on.
No, Mage Slayer.
Oh no, yeah, Mage Slayer, sorry. Yeah.
That time for my save, that's much better. I rolled 15.
Okay, a 15 will still fail. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when someone casts a spell within 5 foot of you, you have advantage on all saving throws. When they're
Nice.
within 5 foot. Which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Jojo.
Okay. And then after she says that, Jojo's gonna be like, and if you want her, you're gonna have to go through all of us. And he's gonna just light up the heat metal again.
Okay.
Only 3 points of fire damage this time.
Whoosh.
That's fire. Okay.
Action. Sling. He's gonna. So one's gonna be a regular stone because he only could charge up 3, but one's gonna be a magic. So he's gonna throw the magical stone first
Mm-hmm.
for a 22 to hit.
Just hit.
10 points of magical force damage. Then
All right.
with his regular just rock and a sling, he's gonna fire the second one. It's gonna be a sling too much. Where stats? 23 to hit.
Okay. 23 to hit.
It's a D4 plus 2. Let's see what it does. 4 points of just regular old rock in the head damage.
4 points, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Classic rock.
How do you want to do this?
Are you fucking kidding me right
Oh my
now?
god. So
Are you fucking bullshitting me?
So, as Aerodyn, you hear from behind you, what Jojo's like, you're gonna have to go through all of this, and you see just this small stone whiz past your ear, and it strikes you in the head. And she's like, and as she's like reeling back, and you just this other stone into the eye, and you hear Jojo go, "Oh!"
Can Aerodyn just like shove her down?
Absolutely.
Yeah, catch her by the neck and just slam.
Okay. She seems to be reeling a little bit. And kind of writhing on the ground as this stone has now embedded itself into her skull.
I'm
Her
gonna.
longsword drops to the ground. She's kind of trying to. She kind of staggers backwards and lands against the tree that Sally was pinned against. She kind of slumps down. Just
Kick her blade away, grab her by the cuff of her shirt, and haul her up. So, are you gonna talk?
not much left to give. Watches the eye that is remaining kind of, you watch as a small tear kind of begins to run down her face.
Where are they hiding?
No one knows. Not even us.
What does that mean? Where do you go when you're not hunting someone?
We're summoned. We are taken.
How many are left?
Including or not including you?
Not including me. Was Esther alive?
She nods and coughs as this blood begins to just seep from her face.
Who is she?
She smiles a little bit. As she opens her jaw, she goes ahead and sticks her tongue out and bites down hard, severing the muscle entirely. As a spout of blood comes from her face, these crimson-soaked teeth smile at you. She looks up, a tear still rolling down her cheek. She eventually passes out from the blood loss.
Throw her to the ground. I thought she bit down on my hand. I was like, that's metal. That's not gonna do shit. Nice try. It's not a glove.
It's the medieval version of a cyanide pill.
Dawn like spitefully casts Spare the Dying. Don't you dare die!
We're not done with you yet.
You're not done.
Orin will actually pull a healing potion out and
shove it down her throat.
Aerodyn, if you're not finished with her yet.
One less of them to fight.
Are we the bad guys?
Are we the bad guys?
It's called morally grey.
Yeah.
To some, you may be seen as the bad guys, perhaps.
Listen, there's a reason why
I
my
don't know,
spirits
the
didn't
shit
look too
that-
angelic.
The shit that we've read about the Luna Cerritos, I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of fucked.
Well,
I don't know.
you okay? Butcher kind of grabs your hand and gives it a squeeze.
She's gonna think about what Orin said. She's gonna squeeze Jotra's hand. And then she's gonna bend down and cast Spare the Dying.
Orin will hand you the healing potion to do with what you will.
She'll pop the cork and go on, get it down your neck.
Perhaps before we resuscitate her, we tie her up.
Not gonna be very talkative, and we'll tie her up.
Butcher will bust out some manacles.
Great, slap those babies on.
Well,
Soup takes the health potion, like just kind of nonchalantly while they're like tying her up, takes it and brings it over to Sally. She's like,
Look like you can use that.
Sally's currently like pumping herself with cure wounds, which she kind of goes ahead and nods and just, thank you. Pops the cork and downs it. Aerodyn, as you go ahead and cast Spare the Dying, the magic seems to ricochet from the cast. The body begins to contort suddenly. You watch as it kind of glitches outwards. It begins to shake violently as a small moon sigil begins to brighten on her forehead and get brighter and brighter and brighter as the body continues you're watching as her entire body, her skin itself, begins to turn this glowing lunar white as it begins to contort. She suddenly begins to bloat as it grows outwards and outwards and outwards, floating in place and building larger and larger. You hear the sudden screech, a familiar screech that you've heard, a scream as those blades you have tried to contact. A familiar screech as it gets wider and wider.
Run.
Sirius coming. My Sirius coming here.
Gonna back up and grab her sword and chuck it away from her and kind of push everyone back.
I'm gonna run to his bag and start digging through it.
You watch
Gonna
as
grab
the-
Jotra and like push him as far back away from it as he can.
Oh yeah, hold on. He's being
I'm going to also, as we're pushing Jotra back, when I put my hand on his shoulder, you watch as like Aerodyn sort of has this chest plate that glows when it's a soft glow because obviously it doesn't want to be, for trying to stealth, doesn't want to be super in your face. But as she touched Jotra's shoulder, the glow dims and you see Jotra's chest plate sort of kind of glow a little bit.
Oh, you'll need that. He's gonna keep digging fast as he can.
As his energy begins to build up, you see a streak of light break from this kind of now contorted ball of energy. This beam seems to go ahead and essentially run itself down across the grass, setting everything ablaze in a white flame in its path, carries on up to one of the nearby trees and just sets it completely alight. Another beam breaches in a different direction, begins trailing these beams of magical light.
Yeah, probably time to go. Give up.
I'm gonna sling. I'm gonna help Sally up and get her around my shoulders and gonna start moving away. Oh fuck, no. I said I was gonna throw the blade. I think I actually would hold on to that in case someone else finds it.
Okay.
We're just collecting Luna.
I was saying now we have 3 of them.
We have so many. 3 singing blades. 5
3
golden
singing-
rings.
Yeah,
As
Dawn
this
sprints out of there. Hey, extra 10 feet of movement speed. Shifter. Woo! Bye!
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I also have an extra 10 feet from Blade Song.
You do. This now unstable collection of energy is getting more and more built up as it gets larger and larger. As you're sprinting away, it's just continuing to build.
Jotra kind of turns back. No, we can't. It's gonna blow up everything. If she comes here, it's gonna... I have an idea.
I don't think it's necessary. I think this is potentially some sort of protection for the Lunaceritas.
Either way, I've got to stop this. We have to stop this. The whole forest, everything inside of it. And he turns to Dewan, all the creatures. Turns to Orin, all the trees. Turns to Soup, everybody who's not in a cage. I have to try, right? We have to
Now's
try.
not the time for one of your bright ideas.
Never
I don't
is.
know what we could do. There's no way that we could contain it. We don't have...
No way. No way,
No.
Jotra. No. No, we're not.
No, we're not. Bam. And Jotra pulls out this brass contraption that he has in his backpack that none of you have seen before. And then you see he flicks his wrist open, and as he does, he says, "Emergency in Undercommon, and it flips open. You see the Deichrist on his wrist, and then he just kind of takes it out. He's like, gotta do something. I mean,
No.
stupid. And he puts it in,
No,
George,
and
no,
he shuts it.
No.
It'll be okay.
Boy,
It'll
the
be
sister's
fine.
lad. What are you planning?
What are you doing? What are you planning to do?
No.
Dawn
Just a simple
steps
banishment.
forward and puts her hand on Jotra's shoulder and just says, "It was an honor." And she casts guidance on you.
Thanks. All right, so it's time to be fierce. I can do this. We can do this.
no.
It's gonna be fine.
Joshua, what are you doing? What are you
Don't-
doing?
What is he
Just a
doing?
simple banishment. It's gonna be okay. Yeah. Okay, so if I do this, and he goes over, and you see he starts, he pulls open like this top panel on Pavasari, and then he kind of like takes it, okay, and then he clicks, and then wrenches it into place, and you see Pavasari's eyes flash with like this rainbow of color outside of it, and as he kind of hops on Pavasari, he's like, okay, so I
Aerodyn
have.
grabs your hand. Please don't.
Be back. This is gonna be fine. I haven't,
Please.
you know.
Please
Hey.
don't.
And then he reaches down to her hand, and then he spins the gears on her ring. Don't worry. I'll always be right here. Oh, just in case. And then he reaches into his pocket, and he pulls out 3 of what you'd recognize as the sound discs at this point. And then he puts them in her hand, pushes her hand away, and be like, all right, everybody. Here I go. One other stupid idea. And then he's gonna, you see, he presses forward on Pavasari, and Pavasari takes off, flying effortlessly with speed. And you see as he goes forward, you see this rainbow of light start forming around Pavasari as the spell starts to take up, not what would be normally a spell that you'd cast and hold in your hands, is taking up and surrounding him in the night sky in every single color. And then one last cry you just hear, I'm fierce, damn it! As he's flying into it. And then Ray will take it from here.
What starts as this small charging rainbow begins to evolve into this huge spectrum of multicolored light. Oren, your tattoo begins to burn. Aerodyn, the mark on your forehead begins to singe. As slowly, this translucent red from Oren and white from Aerodyn energy suddenly whips around and envelops you all in this small protective bubble. As Jotra, you begin charging forwards. You watch as this rainbow energy begins to push forwards, almost clashing against this raging tide. For a moment, you're concerned. You're worried you haven't quite done enough as it begins pushing back against you and the rainbow begins to fade. And then, like that scene in Dragon Ball Z, suddenly this huge pushback as this rainbow spectrum of light pushes forwards and eradicates. You see Pavasari beneath you beginning to struggle and crumple just a little bit under the strain, but it's still holding tight. And then you remember something. You remember what you've seen before. You picture it in your mind, that broken circle. You realize you can still get yourself out of this. It's haste. It's hasty, definitely. As you go ahead and pull whatever you can out of your kit. Begin just scrawling on Pavasari's back, just trying to find something. And as you complete it the best you can, You clutch onto the necklace that Aerodyn gave you and say one final wish. As you all see a flash of rainbow-colored light that blinds you for just a moment. Jotra, Pavasari, Kalamos, and the raging vortex of energy are gone as your vision comes back to you. You hear a slight clang as one of Jotra's magic stones hits the ground in the place where he and Pavasari were pushing.
No.
What have you done?
Aerodyn runs forward. Is there anything else of Jotra? His goggles? Anything? Just the stone?
The stone.
Go.
Aerodyn panics and is looking around. And she starts slashing her blade and it comes down where the gnome was sitting, and she digs it into the ground and kind of just falls to her knees.
The discs he handed you rolls out of your pocket. As you hold it in your hand, the ring, a small thing, needle pops out of it. As you roll your finger towards it, you hear.
Aerodyn, if you're listening to this, I've done something insanely stupid or brilliant. I really hope it's the latter, even though it's probably the former. Either way, I'm sorry we've been parted. The past is a strange thing. To some, it's merely a tool to recall events. To others, it defines everything about who they are and where they're going. Before we met, well, the past was just a useful storage place for what had happened to me, a book I could learn from. You're the first thing in any day I've left behind I ever wanted to see again. You're my first friend. I made the ring so that we could find each other forever parted. I can't stand the idea that our friendship has to end, so unless everything goes completely cataclysmic, it won't have to end. I will miss your inner strength, your hope, your beautiful magic, your face that smiles even when I haven't had my coffee yet. But most of all, I'll just miss being with you. You make my days better. I will find you. I promise. Oh, and I guess I should say it here. I love you, Aerodyn.
And it stops spinning.
And as this echoes outwards through the forest for all to hear, we're going to go ahead and end the session on that note. As we give the cast a time to recover, we'll go ahead and wrap up and continue next week. I would like to thank the wonderful Ty for being with us for as long as he has been. Congratulations on the upcoming baby.
Thank you.
It's going to be incredible. You are going to be a fantastic father, and it has been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you very much.
And there is always a space for when you wish to come back.
I already have ideas planned.
Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in. I think we're probably going to skip the plugs and just go ahead and head on a raid, as some cast members are going to go ahead and take the time to emotionally recover.
Actually, I have one small thing. I was going to do them as separate discs, but I'm going to say that the disc kept playing, and then because there's he left notes for Orin and Soup.
Oh no,
as well.
You can go ahead.
So I'm going to go to
so you're going to just subject us to more of this?
I'm sorry. I went through all this effort. No.
No,
So-
you can absolutely go ahead.
So as
Go for it.
Aerodyn, it just keeps playing.
Orin, you were right. I should have been more careful. Give Aerodyn a hug from me. I think she'll need it. I think everyone needs the warmth that you give without even trying. I'm sorry if I ever persuaded you to doing anything you didn't want to do. May once more we share a whiskey together in good times while you joke and tell wonderful stories. Soup? I love that I never understood you. You're a beautiful mystery wrapped in leather, just like the books you love so much. The wonder of dragons lives in your heart, and the danger of them in your bow. I'll never admit it in person, but you are definitely smarter than I am. Hopefully, when next we meet, I'll have grown to match your intellect and, even more importantly, perspective on the world. Goodbye, everyone. I didn't mean for it to end this way, but I'm glad for the time that we've shared. I'm gonna miss you all.
Thank you so much, Ty. If you want to follow any of the cast, go ahead and check their ads on screen. That is at No Tweet Sean, at Cole Moriel, at Hitchhiker Mind, at Jehus the Moose, at Adam Hardy VO, and at Red Mage Ray. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and give the cast a chance to recover. Head on a raid, spread the love and tears. We'll be back next week. Thank you very much, Ty, for being here. Thank you all so much. We'll catch you very soon. Stay safe, keep well, and keep moving forward.